Welcome students, this is your fine arts painting theory class. Students, till now we have done unit 1 Rajasthani and Pahadi schools, origin and development and its paintings. Now we will start with unit 2, that is Mughal and Deccan schools of miniature paintings. As we can see previous year question papers, no particular school is asked from this unit. Only general questions like features, origin and development, like and dislike, and essay type questions can come in exams. So we will prepare accordingly. Okay. So we have in our syllabus of unit 2 Mughal and Deccan school of miniature painting. In Mughal school, we have origin and development and main features of Mughal school and some paintings like Krishna lifting Mount Govardhana by Miskin, Birth of Salim by Ramdas, Falcon on a Bird Rest by Ustad Mansoor, Kabir and Raidas by Ustad Fakirullah Khan, and Marriage Procession of Dara Shikoh by Haji Madini. So, let's discuss about first topic, origin and development of Mughal school. Mughal school flourished from 15th to 18th century AD. Mughal school of art is not a new style of painting itself, but it is a mixture of Indian art, that is Rajasthani art, Islamic art and Persian art. In fact, Mughal were very much impressed by the Indian style of art, but the general ornaments and borders decoration was of the Persian style. Paintings are generally miniature and book illustration. We can see visual records of their deeds like war and hunting scenes, etc. Mughal styles of painting developed under Temur dynasty. Temur respected his artist very much. The best artist of during that time was Behzad, who was considered as the Raphael of East. Raphael was the very famous Italian painter. Mughal school originated in the region of Babur. He was also the founder of Mughal Empire in India. He belongs to Temur dynasty and had a great interest in painting. The foundation of Mughal Empire led by the Humayun. Humayun was the son of Babur. He was mostly busy in battle, but he also interested in paintings like his father. Two of Persian great painters were Mir Sayyid Ali from Tabriz and Khwaja Abdus Samad from Shiraz were came with Humayun to Delhi and helped to produce some paintings. After the death of Humayun, Akbar ruled the throne. He was very much interested in paintings, sculptures and architecture. He was a secular painter, so more than 100 painters were recruited from different parts of India. Some painters are Manohar, Bagh, Daulat, Mansoor, Kesu, Miskin, Mukund and Jagannath, etc. There are many manuscripts that will illustrated in his time. Some are like the Babarnama, the Akbarnama, the Ramayan, the Temurnama, Hamzanama, Aine Akbari, Zafarnama, Anawar-e Suheli, etc. After the death of Akbar, Jahangir ruled, the great lover of art and nature. It is generally said that during Jahangir's time, the art of painting reached its climax and with him departed its soul. Jahangir was not only interested in painting, he was also a keen judge. Portrait paintings become very famous during his time, and Jahangir also encouraged many artists of his court. Some famous artists are Manohar and Bishan Das, who was best portrait painter, and Mansoor specialized in painting of rare animals and bird. Abul Hasan, a portrait painter and expert in designing color scheme. In addition of these, Balchand, Daulat, Riza, Beam and Inayat were also very famous artists of his court. During the next Emperor Shah Jahan, who was the son of Jahangir, so many forts like Taj Mahal and Red Fort, etc., and palaces got constructed. He was more interested in architecture rather than paintings. He reduces the number of court painters, so the art of painting saw its downfall in the time period of Shah Jahan, or we can say that after Shah Jahan we can see the downfall of Mughal school. After Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb came. He was a cruel ruler and he hated painting and music. Aurangzeb's lack of interest in painting reduces all the number of court painters, so several artists dismissed from his court, and they went to hills and got shelter over there. And decline of Mughal Empire also took place. After the Aurangzeb, during the period of last Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar, Mughal Empire declined totally in spite of his effort. Now, you know, Babur established Mughal Empire and his successors Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb and Bahadur Shah Zafar carried it forward. So we can say that Mughal art originated with Mughals, developed with Mughals and ended with Mughal rule in India. So let's see the characteristics of Mughal school. As we know that Mughal art was influenced by Persian art, and when Mughals came in India, they were very much impressed by Rajasthani art. They gave honor and place to many Indian artists in his court. So we can see unique style of Mughal art. Let's know about the features of Mughal school. The first one is close observation of nature. Mostly Mughal paintings are based on nature. Trees, plants, rivers, birds and animals, etc. have been beautifully depicted in Mughal paintings. If there are 3 trees in a painting, then their leaves were painted differently and accurately. The second point is fine and delicate drawing. Beautiful thin and thick lines were drawn. The artist has tried to catch each and every expression of the person, which is really wonderful. Minute details are shown with fine lines. The brush with single hair were used to draw fine lines. The lines were so fine that artist has used mirrors for draw the line. The third point is quality of expression. The different sentiments have been beautifully painted, like the depiction of sad emperor, obedient servants, restless queen and nervous boatmen can also seen in many paintings. The fourth, primarily aristocrated. Mughal emperors are painted for royal splendor and discipline. We find typical atmosphere of royalty like heavy dresses, attitude, even in gathering for pleasure. Next point, mostly secular. Apart from Persian books of stories, Islamic and Arabic episodes, themes from Ramayana and Mahabharata were also selected for the paintings. This is the proof of greatness of Mughal emperors. Next point is calligraphy. Most of the paintings have calligraphy on it in black ink. Even artist name has been written on the painting very beautifully. Next point, halo around emperor's head. Artists want to show that the power of Mughal king came directly from the god, as shown through the glow or halo behind the emperors, the round circle, white or cream color. The next point, decorative borders. All the paintings have been decorated with borders around it are more ornamented. In some paintings, border are more prominent than theme. So here we discussed about the origin and development and features of Mughal school. Next we will go through the paintings of Mughal school. Thank you.